Yes. We know that it is one of the mandatory setup we are supposed to perform after creating the ledger. So while creating the ledger, we specified forces, currency, calendar, chart of accounts, and compliance method. So we got all the things are populated. We'll choose the journal language here. I'm selecting American English. And one more field is mandatory, which is retained earning account. Here it is asking us what is your combination, retained earning account. We created value sets and we entered values also, but those values are not populated here. So now we have to rectify what is the issue here. So why we are not getting list of companies and list of departments and accounts. Let me just check this. We are getting list of accounts because for account segment, we have used built-in value set called corporate account. So it's working. When we talk about HCL company and HCL department, we created new value sets. Those are not working here. Those values are not populating here. So how to resolve this issue is generally while working with configuration of the value sets here, while creating value set, first we have to just create value set. Don't enter the values here. After using that value set in our accounting key flux field structure, completion of the chart of accounting structure, then we have to enter the values. And we have to go for enter the values. We made a mistake there. So let's go back to the chart of accounting structure again, value set. Chart of account value sets. When we create a value set here, while creating the value set, we don't find these fields. These fields we don't find. We'll just get only the value and description that will be entering. So these values you are going to get only when you are trying to use this value set in the chart of accounting structure. So I'm going to say that it's not summary, it's a detailed value. We want to allow for posting in journals and also we want to allow for budgeting in GL. So that's what we have enabled. Let's me do that. Same thing for department we have to perform. Click manage values button, click search button and update this. It's done. Let's go for specify ledger options and cross check this. Specify the ledger options here. And we are already in the scope of our ledger. Directly open the task. Fields are mandatory in this task. One is language, another one is retained earning account. And here we will be specifying. Now we are getting the values. Actual procedure is before we configuring the accounting structure, we'll create a value set. Don't enter the values. After using the value set in our chart of accounting structure, then go for enter the values. So that system will populate the three fields, summary field, allow posting, allow budget. Three fields will be populated. There we have to choose the values. Okay. So now I'm selecting this combination, retained earning combination. And then choose the account here. We have built-in account, retained earning account. Let's choose that. Let's go for save and close. Then assigning balancing segment values to the legal entities, nothing but your company values. There are two companies, right? One is 101, another one is 102. Let me choose that. Associate with our ledger. Go for save and close. We need to run the standard program. Review and submit accounting configuration. It will prepare the accounting code combination cubes internally, and it's going to review also. Let's go for submit. If we search our ledger, press enter key. Still it is in progress. So once we complete this process, specify ledger options, assigning segment, and make sure that this program completes successfully. Review and submit accounting configuration. Then it has to be done. Okay, so we given primary ledger name here. I want to change the ledger name. After that, I wanted to go for change the ledger name. So it's not possible here. Then where do we do that? It's one of the important question in the interviews. When we go to specify ledger options, it will allow us to change the ledger name. Here you can change. You cannot change from the primary ledger option. Here only we'll do that. And where do we enable the approvals for the ledger journals? Where you can go for enable that. Here only. This checkbox. Enable journal approvals. I want to maintain the sequence numbers for the journals. Where do you configure it? Sequencing. Sequencing you can go for generate ledger level, legal entity level, means payables and receivables that we can manage here. Okay. By default, what happens? System will choose no sequence, means no sequence numbering for the journals that will be specified. Okay, so here for GL, if you want to enable the suspense account will enable. So from this task, we'll get important questions in the interview point of view. Allow the approvals and sequence numbering will be specified here. A lot of options are there. We'll be discussing in our training. Important questions here. It's very important task. Now search for the task, whether it's completed successfully or not. To manage primary ledger here. Still it is in progress. It takes a couple of minutes time because we need to verify a program has been completed successfully or not. But anyway, if you have any issues with chart of accounting structure over there, that's the procedure we have to follow. And these are important questions you can find here. Still it's running. Creating balances, accounting cubes. Still it's running. Let's go back to FSM environment. Search for the ledger primary. It takes a couple of minutes time. Okay. So that's about the issues while working with chart of accounting structure and important questions. Thank you. Yes, fine, guys. Is clear, everybody. Tomorrow we'll see that. We'll go for with continuation of that lecture status and go ahead. So, any doubts here? It's important. It looks like little bit, confusing, or because the words are new. It's actually very simple when you go through multiple times. This video you have to go through multiple times. It's all setups. In a single time, we don't find immediately. But it's better go through multiple times, then you can easily, track the things. Okay. Thank you. Let's see you tomorrow.